It's not often that we see premium packaging on a smartphone nowadays, but that's the only way to describe the way the Huawei Pura70 Ultra arrives. And that's appropriate because the Pura is the new version of the P series brand. P always stood for premium, so the packaging is highly appropriate. And now it also stands for pure. And that is because Huawei is hoping to add not just a premium experience, but a pure smartphone experience. The phone has a 6.8-inch AMOLED display with a 460 pixel per inch density, which is pretty decent in terms of display resolution, especially when it's paired with 120 Hz refresh rate. The standout feature, though, and I use that term with a pun fully intended, is what Huawei calls the ultra lighting pop-out camera, which is a very innovative approach to camera arrays. It features a retractable main camera mechanism that allows for a 1-inch sensor. Now that is far more significant than the megapixels in the 3 lenses on the rear, because the size of the sensor really determines the amount of light that's let in and therefore the quality of the image. And we have only seen 1-inch sensors on smartphones in very rare examples like the Sony Xperia Pro 1 and the Xiaomi 12S Ultra. But generally speaking, in terms of mainstream devices that are widely available, this is going to really set the phone apart in terms of camera capability. The screen uses a new version of Kunlun glass, which had already set Huawei apart in terms of durability and strength and scratch-proof quality of the device. It's IP68 rated for dust and water resistance, and you can go for up to 2 meters deep in a pool or a bath if you've got a big bath for up to 30 minutes. Let's see what else is in the box. This is seriously impressive. The rear cover that comes with the Ultra is an incredibly rare example of a cover that is aesthetically pleasing and not just a lump of plastic slapped on the back of the device. It integrates exceptionally well with the color scheme of the Pura70 Ultra. But now we look at that brick, and from having checked the specs over the last month or so on GSM Arena, we know that that is a 100-watt Huawei Supercharge brick. That's going to take the battery from 0 to 100 in 30 minutes, meaning it doesn't even matter if the battery runs out before the end of the day. That said, it's a 5200 milliamp hour battery, which is pretty impressive for a device that is built in so much technology and still goes for a bigger battery. Of course, Huawei phones don't come with Android. They run on Huawei's own operating system, Harmony OS. Version 4.2 is now running on this phone with Huawei's own skin, the MUI 14.2 version of their overlay on the Harmony OS. What is most notable about the skin is that it doesn't look very different to the standard Android experience. So unless you're looking for specific Google services like Maps or Gmail, you're not going to notice that it operates in a different ecosystem and a different universe. Different is probably the word that best sums up this device. It is different to anything else that we see on the smartphone market, and it's not going to be confused for any other device.